Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to discuss the rise of the Korean brand Gentle Monster and the several turning points of the company throughout its history. I'll introduce my team, which includes our advisor, Professor Chanjin Lee, team members Howon Hong, Kwangwook and Albert Yoon. So to get started, a question that arises when discussing any case study is why? So why Gentle Monster? Realistically, we wanted to cover a company that was not studied in previous years, but also we wanted to cover a company that was not a publicly traded company. While publicly traded companies are well known beyond the boundary of Korea, privately held companies have less coverage in academia. Therefore, we deemed that Gentle Monster would be a great case study. While people familiar with the fashion industry may have indeed heard of this brand, we don't believe that regular citizens have knowledge of the brand. Moving on, we wanted to discuss the brand's name itself. It offers a peculiar oxymoron that places two words, gentle and monster, in conjunction with each other. Almost as if it were a humble brag, this branding certainly catches the eye of the consumer. So what does this mean? Throughout our case study, we found out that the brand tries to subtly reflect the desires of modern individuals, and in particular, tries to appeal to those who have a certain level of purchasing power and social status. The brand's targeted consumers are people who desire to maintain a stable, calm, and gentle outward appearance in their daily lives, but also those who seek an outlet for expressing those inner monstrous desires, and it reflects consumers' deeper feelings and thoughts that can be shown in their products that include flashy and design-wise revolutionary eyewear. While this unique and somewhat niche company currently showcases an impressive financial record, it didn't necessarily have a posh and luxurious past. In regards to their history, Gentle Monster did not have an easy start, but they never gave up and never wavered in their brand philosophy. In essence, the brand never settled and kept challenging norms, which helped them become the brand they are today. One that consistently surprises consumers around the world with their nifty designs and store concepts. Founded in 2011 as an eyeglass frame manufacturer, they faced many barriers to establishing themselves in the domestic market. So they tried to reach out to potential customers in different ways, ultimately positioning their products in the fashion category and unwaveringly preaching their brand philosophy. While we can't say that only one factor influenced its success, we can confidently conclude that Gentle Monster fostered its brand value by spreading its unique niche hipness among the younger generation. So they're currently operating over 300 stores in various countries around the world and garnered explosive responses, primarily in Asian countries like China, Japan, Singapore, and Vietnam. So could this have been due to its fortunate product placements in popular Korean dramas? Or could this have been due to their strategy of exploiting the niche market that drew the consumers' attentions? I will now hand this over to my colleague, Howon, who will discuss three important success factors that we deemed were critical for the rise of this brand.
Thank you, Albert. What makes Gentle Monster special? How can such an eccentric brand maintain its top position in the eyewear market? We have identified three major success factors for Gentle Monster: space, design, collabo. Gentle Monster's space branding has been the most crucial factor in the brand's development since the showroom in Nonhyun-dong in 2014. Gentle Monster did not simply decorate offline stores neatly and beautifully, or promote themselves as a sunglasses and eyewear brand. Instead, they collaborated with various design groups to express a deep storytelling art. During the content project in Hongdae, where they had a showroom on the first floor with no products displayed, they continuously changed the space into different exhibition formats every month, attracting people's attention. Although it was uncertain whether these attempts directly translated into sales at that time, Gentle Monster remained confident and continued their works. They converted an old public best house in Bukchon into the best house, which is still regarded as a representative example of upcycling. These efforts eventually left a lasting impression on the public and led to an increase in sales. Prior to its strong branding and marketing, Gentle Monster had a distinctive design approach. The brand introduced the concept of concept collections to sunglasses, unveiling new products every season. They spare no investment or effort, showcasing around 40 to 50 new items each year. The innovative designs that emerge through this process serve as a significant asset to the brand. Gentle Monster does not employ specialized eyewear designers. Instead, they assemble teams of designers from various fields to create unique designs that reflect their individual styles. This innovative design combines with space branding, making strong synergy and reinforcing the identity of brand. Gentle Monster, with its innovative and trending branding, attracts numerous brands that want to collaborate. Not only fashion brands like Fendi and Alexander Wang, but also IT companies such as Huawei expressed their desire to collaborate with Gentle Monster. Among all the collaborations that have taken place so far, there has never been a collaboration proposed by Gentle Monster itself. It has always been other brands reaching out to Gentle Monster first. Luxury brands have been able to appeal to the younger generation interest and create a trendy branding through collaboration with Gentle Monster, while Gentle Monster has strengthened its positioning by collaborating with numerous luxury brands, enhancing its luxury image. This has been crucial in expanding into overseas markets, and the collaboration with Huawei in particular has been instrumental in gaining recognition in the Chinese market. All of these factors played a major role in creating the most innovative image for people. What would Gentle Monster need to advance to the next level? I will now hand it over to my colleague, Kwangwook, who will discuss about current challenges.
Thank you, Howon. Clearly, Gentle Monster is making a successful history. But does that mean their future is all sunshines and rainbows? Of course it could be. But we thought they also had some challenges to overcome in order to remain a successful brand for a long time. First, it's about newness. Brands are constantly surprising and impressing the public with their products, space, and collaborations. But familiarity and novelty are two sides of the same coin, and as time goes on, it will take more effort to make novelty appealing to the public. Even if the novelty wears off a bit, the accumulated time gives the brand credibility, which is why it's important for them to constantly strive to maintain their brand identity. At some point, they may face challenges as the public's response to novelty wanes. But the strength of their time is the most secure guarantee of their brand's future. The second is synergy between different brands. After Gentle Monster, II combined launched the brands Nude and Tambourine. Tambourine is a cosmetic category and Nude is F&B category. The company is also planning to launch a clothing brand later this year. Looking at the Gentle Monster brand alone, the company's various brand launches and expansions don't necessarily raise positive expectations. Gentle Monster's growth may be at the expense of other brands, and the risk of other brands may affect Gentle Monster's brand image. Near future, amidst the synergy, interference, or disconnection between brands, there will be intense deliberations and decisive moments. It is then that we can truly gauge the future of the brand Gentle Monster. Considering the pace they've traveled so far, the challenges in front of the Gentle Monster don't seem too daunting. But as your company grows and your brand becomes more valuable, there's nothing like doing what you've always done. Nevertheless, we believe that Gentle Monster will always find a way to surprise the world in a different way.
Thank you, Kwangwook. To wrap up our case study, we would like to mention 3 important traits and lessons that Gentle Monster taught us. So the first point we'd like to mention is responding to change flexibly. The next point is consistency in decision-making. And the third is thinking outside the box. So why do we stress these 3 points? First, we believe that flexibility is essential when markets are dynamic, volatile, complex, and unpredictable. So long as we do not possess the ability to predict the future, it is quintessential for companies to adapt and perform according to the market's needs. Next, we firmly believe that consistent decision-making serves as a backbone for any company during trying times. As trends are bound to change, companies should not lose their vision and aspire to keep the philosophy of their brand consistent. So you may ask, why is this important? Well, we thought it was important because we believe it clearly communicates a brand's values to consumers in an unambiguous way, which helps build the brand's power and image in the long run. And the final point we wanted to mention is that thinking outside the box helped bolster the brand's accessibility and appeal to customers. Not only did they move the utility of their product, which is eyewear, from a functional category to an emotional category that captures personality and self, but they also created a depth of authentic connection by leveraging offline space in the digital age. Gentle Monster provides a strong motivation to benchmark and actively reflect on successful strategies, but also to expand the scope of our thinking to discover and try something different from the norm. To finalize our discussion, we'd like to offer some guiding questions for brainstorming, and feel free to ask any questions that you may come up with. The first question is, what do you think is the biggest success factor of Gentle Monster? The next question is, can Gentle Monster's success factors be applied to other brands? And the third question, beyond the challenges mentioned in the report, what other factors threaten the future of Gentle Monster? And the last question, which is, do you think the company's expansion will have a positive impact on the Gentle Monster brand? I'd like to thank you for your time again, and we will be open to any questions that you are willing to ask. Thank you.